Okay. Let's pull up the chat. Give me 1 second, just setting a couple things up. Okay, we got the chat popped out. If anybody wants to ask any questions, has any comments about how I played something the wrong way, feel free to do so. But I'm gonna get in. I haven't hit any balls yet today, so before I get into the actual race, I'm gonna do a little warm up. Just shoot a couple shots, get in stroke, and then I'll get into a race to 9 with the Ghost to start off today's practice. shot I'm missing consistently. Might want to add that one. Oh my gosh. I don't know what it is about that shot. I'm just not taking my time. Yeah, a little harder. All right, let's not bore everybody with shooting the same shot over and over. All right, these will be my last couple balls to warm up, and then I'll get into the first race. Reposition this. This is... Okay, we'll get into the first race. Do a race to 9 against the Ghost. Just gonna do Magic Rack. So Magic Rack, one's gonna be on the spot because that's what we play in the KBF tournaments here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The 2's gonna be racked in the back. Got to play by the 3-point rule. Foul is a loss of game on the break, so if I scratch or if I don't meet the 3-point rule, that will be a loss. All right, let's switch the view. What do I do with my brake cube? There it is. Yeah, if somebody's willing to put in the chat what the sound quality is. I have this mic here. It's a little bit lower, so hopefully you don't have to hear me breathe, but you can still hear me talk without me having to yell. That's a bad break. I hit way off to the right. If one ball goes clean, I should just shoot it here. Yeah, it's got a pocket. Okay. That small pocket kind of messed me up. I almost didn't get past the 3. Ooh, rough start, bad break. Almost missed position on the 2, almost missed the 2. All right, it's all right. I'm not out of it yet. I'm wanting to draw back, but I have like a little bit of an angle. It's gonna take me close to the side pocket. Maybe. I still think the draw is better. Just cheat the pocket a little bit. Yeah, dang. Okay, not the best rack to start. So that'll put the ghost up, 1-0. Tried to cheat the pocket too much. I probably could have just drawn, still shot center pocket, and I would have been fine. Alright, that's a better break. A little more controlled. Cue ball did come all the way back, so just got to get a little bit of, I guess, like a slight amount of top stun, whatever you call that. So, say the only thing you got to be careful about is the 4 ball. You can get behind the 7 pretty easy, shooting the 3. But you just come out to the center of the table, it'll be okay. So leave an angle on the 3 to come off the rail, come out for the 4. And the rest of the rack should be fairly simple, assuming you get on the 6. Definitely came up more than I wanted it to. I wanted it to kind of just come straight across so I can play the 6 on the side. It's supposed to come out straight up and get past the 7, not run into it. Now I got a long cut up the rail, but it's makeable. And the 8 ball's over the side pocket, so as long as I keep the cue ball on this side of the table, I should be good for the out. Nice little recovery, a little awkward on the 8, but angle kind of brings the cue ball into the rail and then over towards the 9. So it's pretty easy to overrun this. I don't like having to hit shots this soft. That's really it's really not hard if the equipment's perfect, but if there's just like a little piece of chalk, a little bit of roll, you end up missing the shot. Yeah. That turned out all right. Yeah, so a couple of small positional errors, but I was able to recover from it. Main problem was the position on the 6. Left me a little too much angle. And then I was up on the rail, so I had to angle my cue down and made it a little harder to control. End up running into the 7 instead of running past it. And you'll notice when I shot the 7, I wasn't really too worried about getting perfect on the 8 ball. I knew I'd have a shot wherever I ended up, as long as I was on this side of the table where I'm racking right now. And so all I really focused on that shot was just make the ball and make sure, don't put top or right on the cue ball so it comes down table. So that makes the score 1-1. All right, we'll get into rack 3. And this is actually a break and run rack. Got perfect shape on the 2. Everything's out in the open. Should I even take ball in hand? Should I just take the run? So the thing you gotta be careful, position on the 4 if you played in the side pocket. You gotta make sure you get close to straight, but not on this side of it, because then you're kind of running down towards this 8. You wanna get on this side to either get straight in or get a little bit of angle so the cue ball is coming to this side so you don't have to deal with this 8 ball. Or leave yourself too much angle on the 5. Other option might be better is just come across table, and then if you get straight you can shoot a stop shot. If you get over here you can go across the table and back, and if you get over here you can just draw. So yeah, I think I'm just going to come across table, try to hit the rail and bounce out. So we're pretty much straight in on the 4. And I just gotta worry about getting shape on the 6. So it's a little awkward with where the 7 and 8 are, because usually, like, if these weren't here, what I'd like to do is just play this, let the cue ball float over here, and then I get shape on the 6. But the 8 ball is right in the way. So I either gotta go behind the 8 and 7 and get over here, leave a bit of a longer shot, or I have to try to draw in front, which is really a small window. That'd be a really bad shot, actually. Or I could try to come over here and play the 6 up table. I think the best shot is to just draw back to about here, and we'll just float behind the 8 and 7. It's just a little awkward because you gotta have a little bit of top on the cue ball instead of stun. It's like a stun top. I guess that's what you would call it. I could just float it and take an even longer shot. Just hit it with top, and it would come out about here. It's not bad. And wherever I get on the 6, I should be good on the 7. If I get straight, I can shoot the 7 over there. If I have to come out, I can come over here and shoot the 7 up in that pocket. So this is top, just a hair of outside to hold it a little bit. Keep it away from that 9 ball. And I end up missing it. Shouldn't have missed that. It wasn't that hard of a shot. But from here, probably just stun, bottom, just a touch of left. Come across for the 7 ball. Just roll that in. And the 8 ball, just shoot with top, come off the rail for the 9. And you're straight in on the 9 ball. So just a little mistake when I was shooting the 5. Not a hard shot, should have made it. It's just there's a lot of stuff going on with the 7, the 8, the 9. A little touchy. I think it was about here. Maybe it was a little up the rail. About there. And I missed it the same way. Okay. Well. All right, so that puts the ghost up 2-1. And we'll get into rack number 4. All right, so I'm gonna narrate a little less this rack just so I can stay focused. How's that for a break? goodness. Silly little small mistakes. That's what kills you. It's a shame. It was two really good breaks. All the balls were spread out. Could have been out both racks, the last two. Just, I guess I'm missing that top outside shot. Are you cutting it down the rail? Not like down the rail, but close to it. Maybe starting a diamond away. For some reason, I don't want to take ball in handing, even though I've failed the last two runouts. This one's a little tricky for the position. Maybe it's better to hit this thin with left, run it back up the left side of the 3 and 6. Just got to be careful to make sure you actually pocket the one. It's easy to misjudge this shot. A little straighter on the one than I'd like to be. Yeah, it would have been nice if it would have stopped here. I could have come out a few rails for the 3. But from here I can just draw back, maybe come off this rail. Don't like this position. A little too much. Yeah, it's hard to judge that shot. If I would have hit it just a little less draw, it would have been all right. Now I got to deal with the cue ball overrunning my position. So I can accept it and just play a thin cut on the 4. But if it ends up coming too far, the 8 ball comes into play, or I get too far over here where I can't cut it anymore. But I think I can make this and get it to stop before it gets past the point. Alternatively, I could just commit to the speed, hit here, and then go back across table. But if you come up short, then you're flirting with scratching when you're trying to make this in the corner. So you really got to commit to it if that's what you're going to do. Let's see. Oh, I got the wall behind me too. All right, because the wall's here, I'm going to just hit it soft. Frustrating. Okay. And this is the 4. Yeah. Just one mistake a rack. That's what I'm at right now. Past that, mostly okay. Yeah, if I just didn't overdraw that, I would have had good shape on the 3. All right, just gonna try to tighten it up a little bit. Try to make less mistakes. No more missed balls. All right, I'm gonna take my ball in hand this time. Oh my gosh. Shooting a little bit off right now. Dang. Just missing. I'd lost that rack anyways, but just wanted to play it out. All right, well, I've been down worse in these sets and come back. frustrating. It's mistake after mistake. a little short. There's the bank. Almost recovered, but not enough draw when I shot the 6 to come out for the 7. So I left another bank, and you make 1 bank in a row, but not often you're gonna make 2 in a row. That might seal my fate right there. Don't know what I'm gonna do with that. The only shot I have is like a bank combo, trying to make the 4-ball in this side pocket. Be a cool shot, but or I could do something kind of weird. I could try to break up this 1-4 and then play the 3. Might be an interesting shot. It's not bad. I can get it fairly close. I'll go for it. I don't think it's gonna work, but we'll give it a try. Yeah. I don't know what I was gonna do that shot. All right, where are we at? 8 tonight. Ghost is already on the hill. Not playing my best game, but it's just the first set of the night. Always. But set's not over yet. I've won 5 or 6 of these in a row before. Well, I don't think I need to practice my break for these tournaments that I'll be playing in Jeonju, because I've pretty consistently got a shot after the break. I'm making a ball. And I'm not scratching, which is very important. But I am going to take my ball in hand because I'm really far down right now. I need every little advantage I can get. that far. Okay. Just drew it a little bit too far. Now I gotta figure something out. I just left myself no angle. Well, the wrong angle, I should say, but not enough of it to get back across the table. Okay, well, that is the first set. Not my best performance, but that's all right. We'll go on to set number 2. I'm gonna hit a couple balls before we get into that set. Yeah, I just missed too many easy balls that set that I wouldn't normally miss. This shot in particular came up a couple times where you're just rolling this ball in kind of down the rail, a little top left. Maybe just not shooting it with confidence. The left hand. Not bad. All right. We'll get into set number 2. We got the scores reset at 0-0. Try to not make so many silly mistakes this set. And I don't know, feel free to drop a question if you have anything. Tell me the mic quality, because I'd like to know, can you hear me breathing? Is that annoying? Or did I move it far enough away that it's not bothering you anymore? But anyways, this is set number 2. Ghost won the first set. Try to play better this set. feel like that shot's more makeable than it looks. I was trying to run into the 7-8 earlier, but yeah, I feel like this shot is actually very makeable. Just aim it right. You can get it close. It's not going to be a high percentage shot, but you might make it 1 out of 3 times if you shoot it right. Okay, so that takes the score 1-1. How did that not go? There's no way. Yeah, you know that. I don't know. I feel like hitting there. It should go. Oh well. Yeah, the rest of the out's so easy after that. I could have been a little more accurate with it, but still, I mean, it only hit here. It was a fairly shallow. It wasn't like it was that far off. Alright, so I guess that makes it 2-1, the ghost? I thought it was actually down more than that. I guess not. For some reason I thought that made a 3 to 1. Hit that one a little too hard. Probably should have went down to the rail and back out. That was a really bad break. I hit it really far off to the right. I'm lucky to get the spread that I got. But the 4 ball sits a little funny, but with where the 6 is, it's really not too bad. I can just get behind the 7 over here, and then if I have a little bit of angle, I can hold it underneath. If I'm dead straight, I can draw it back. And I'm definitely going to use ball in hand for this one. Needed a little more left on that. I gotta play it off the rail now. Or not left, but right. Anyways. Hit it a little firmer, a little more right. It might have been easier to get underneath the 3. Come up like this. Still a very makeable shot. Just gotta play it off the rail. That was a mistake. It wasn't difficult. I think the 3 was like here. Cue ball was there. As long as you make sure you get to the rail, you're fine. That was all I wanted to do. And then from here, I think the 4 ball was like there. Might have been a little further down, closer to the rail. From here, I could probably just draw straight back. I might clip the 7 here, but and then the rest of the rack is pretty much right there. Just make sure you get past the 9. And actually, I guess this is a little awkward too. I think about this shot. But missed the 4 anyways. All right. Score is 3-2. The ghost is up. Really bad mistake that rack. On position from the 3 to the 4. takes the score 3-3. So a little more even match this round. See if I can pull ahead, get a lead. It's gonna be the first time today that I got a lead, except for the first game. I think I broke and ran first rack. Not sure what happened there, but this looks like a rack that's probably going to go to the ghost. I think the only way I really get out of this is if I get right here on the 4-ball. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I can kind of push through. It breaks up this 9 and 7. Not that the 7 needs broken out, but I need to get out for the 5. So I might be able to brush the 9 and come over here for the 5 in the side. Getting there is going to be difficult. If I wanted to get there, I would say I'd shoot the 3-ball from about here. Come off this rail, left, come off here. You fall a little bit underneath the 4. Yeah, could work. So try to get maybe here on the 2, come into the rail, come off, and leave that same angle. All right, so this is the line. I get to about here. A little short, but we can make it work. Yeah, I just wanted to get past the 3, but it's still okay. And this line, I want to kind of have a shallow, or kind of like a more cut angle. A little bit easier to control the cue ball speed that way. All right. Needed to stop, needed to stop. I think it came out just a little too far. Yeah. So, now what do we do? I guess I could try to stun into this rail and come down. Just kind of hope I get lucky. I messed up the angle to come over here and try to get underneath the 4. Could just draw straight back and try to get underneath it on this side. Wouldn't be terrible. And the cue ball comes out off the 8. Get a shot in on the 5 in the corner. I guess we'll see what happens. Didn't want to hit the 5 there. So here, I could try to jump on top of the 4, which almost certainly will result in a 1-ball, one of these balls exiting the table. Or I can just hit the 4 off the kick shot and hope something goes. 9-7 isn't bad. It's lined up a little bit. So if I hit the 9 like this, 9 goes towards here, the 7 goes towards here. Wouldn't be bad. I think the kick shot might be better as far as chances to get lucky. Be a lot of balls moving if you hit it solid, so. Did I make the bank? Wow. Look at that. Now what? Got another bank. Not a kick bank this time, but yeah, go for the bank again. Get in the pocket, man. If that went, I would have been out. That would have been a cool little lucky out to get. Oh well. Alright, so that puts the ghost up 4-3. Man, I really wish I would have went. That would have been a cool little highlight reel out. Alright, score is 4-3. Looking to tie it back up, then take the lead. That's a better break. Best way to get on the 3, I don't know. For some reason, I want to draw straight back and come off the rail, but I know that's not a good idea. I don't like floating over because you gotta avoid side pocket. You gotta not get over top of the 5. Maybe just follow this 2 ball, come off this rail. That makes it a lot easier. Yeah, that was a lot easier than what I was looking at. Draw for show, follow for dough. Needed to get off the rail. It's not bad. thought I played that with enough speed to come off here, off this rail and back out. But I didn't even get to this rail. That was the shot I was trying to make. Gosh. All right, next rack. All right, that puts the ghost up 5-3. Try to bear down. No way. What am I doing? Gosh. These pockets are, you know, if you hit a little bit further up the rail, I still think it goes. But if you hit right before it, I think I have little pocket reducers on these, and they don't behave exactly the way the rails do. And so it actually slightly sticks out. So maybe if you hit it like right at that point, kind of throws it out of the pocket. Could have hit it more accurate, but I feel like it was a decent enough shot. It should have went. If I hit it slower, it definitely goes. trying to get past the 9. Left a really awkward angle on that 2. Made it hard to get shape on the 3 that I could come back down for the 4. Now I'm paying the price. The truth is, I'm only 1 ball away from winning the rack. Just gotta bear down, shoot the 4, make it. It's not far from the pocket. Yeah, if you make that, rack's pretty much good to go. Shape is automatic on the 5. All right, let's make this comeback. I don't know what it is today, just can't find it. Two's gonna tie up with the 5 or open up. The 2 ball does not go. So I either gotta break it up or I gotta play the carom off the 2 into the 5 and try to make it. The carom's not bad, actually. I don't want to play it, but I don't think I have a choice. I could start with the 1-3 combo, so I don't have to. It wouldn't be bad. The 4 sitting here, it's like a good kind of safety ball for whenever I'm shooting the 2. I don't need to think position so much because the 2 is kind of right over this pocket. Or the 3, you know, if the cue ball comes down here, it's a really sharp cut. And if you get on this side, you can't make it. The 4, you can make it pretty much from anywhere. So I think I'm going to shoot the 1-3 to start. And then I can play the 2-5 combo, or carom. Okay. I don't get it. Let's see if the 2.5 carom was even on. Let's say I make that, make the 1 ball. Then I just gotta shoot the 2.5. I think I'll hit it with draw so I can get shape on the 2 in the corner. Yeah, that would have been the shot right there. Come out, you got 4 right here. Rest of the rack, not too difficult. I just can't seem to get comfy whenever I'm playing. It's fine. Sometimes you play bad, sometimes you play good. Maybe I'll choke up a little bit on my cue. That might help. All right, we're gonna do another race to 9 with the ghost. Okay. There's rack number 1. See if I can stay focused. Find my stroke, find a groove. Finally get a decent lead. My break is decent, you know. Cue ball's going, you know, pretty much where I want it to. Off this side rail, or it's just stopping at the rack. 1 ball is either going or sitting in front of the corner. Just can't get the runs, and they're not hard runs. Bit of a stretch. I guess I gotta use the bridge. managed to get one. Something I could do better is keep leaving myself really straight. I think it's because I've been playing too much 8-ball lately. You know, where there's like a lot of stop shot patterns where you just, you know, A, B, C. And 9-ball, you gotta leave a bit more angle because the cue ball is gonna be moving a lot more. So if there's one thing I need to work on, at least for right now, probably just thinking about the exact angle I want to leave and leaving it instead of leaving myself straight, and then I gotta hit the ball hard and I'm ended up rattling balls. Oh, I forgot to give myself the point. Yeah. Okay. Score is 1-0. Five ball might be a little awkward. I just gotta think about the 5 to the 6. And then the 6 to the 7, it's a bit of a transition too. Okay. I didn't touch it, it just moved. I don't know what happened. That was weird. Like there's a little indentation or something. Okay, that puts me up 2-0. How's battery on everything doing? Everything looks like it's still good. Laptop's getting close to being dead. I wonder if you can charge it with the, one second. Oops. I just dropped my favorite cup. Damn. Okay. That sucks. Gosh. Everything is falling. All because I just want to move one chord. And it works. But I broke my favorite cup. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Uh-oh. Fuck. Thanks, Chris. Man, it was a good cup too. It hit the floor twice and bounced twice before it broke. And then it broke on the third one. That's a testament to how strong this cup was. Man, just when you think you're playing good pool, which I didn't give myself the point. There we go, 3-0. Man. All right, I'm just gonna keep playing. I'll clean this up later. This will be the last set though. All right, we're at 3-0. If I can play pool after that, I'll be all right. Shit. Now I'm paranoid I got glass on my foot. Oh, man. All right, the damn ghost broke my cup. I must take my revenge. Maybe a little strong, or maybe just perfect. Wow, not bad. Okay, so despite all the drama, the score is now 4-0. See if we can keep it going. My break is really helping me out this set. I'm making 1 or 2 balls every break. Well, 2. I'd say 2 or 3, actually. Oh. Just when I say how good my break is. Man. The pool gods punished me. Oh, how do you deal with this? Gotta go for the breakout, right? Well, that was the idea. It was a tough rack to get out of anyways. Still should have made the one. Yeah, again, got 3 balls on the break, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. And you can hate on the magic rack, but that's what they still use here. So that's what I have to practice with. Three to the 4 is a little tricky. I could just play the combo. Is that really what I want to do though? I can just follow over here and play the 4. Why would I do that? Yeah. Just gotta leave a little bit to this side of the line. Should be enough. Looks like it is. Yeah, this little touchy shots, I mean, that was just not even half a rotation to get over there. Oh, actually, I didn't even get there, did I? Needed it to be like right here, from there to there. That would have been fine. From here, it's still doable. I could draw straight across and try to get that way. Or I could come out 1, 2 cushions. In real life, I'm probably just going to play the combo. I think that's what I'll do. I wouldn't try all this craziness. Not like combos, man. Really, the mistake though was on the 3. The 4 here, 9 ball was like there. Whatever it was, say the 3 was there. I got straight in. Maybe, right? If I just get a slight rotation over here, you just follow over to this rail, which I should have been able to get that position. Across, make that, and the rest of the rack just sits there for you. Probably should have looked at the angle from this side before I shot to get shape on the 3. Because from that side, it looked like I had gotten there. When I came around and looked, no, it wasn't there. Oh, did I update this ghost score? 4-2. It's okay. I have literally the same cup, but I had two versions of it. Well, I had two of them, so while one was dirty, I could use the other one. Now I'll just have to keep the one clean all the time. Oh my gosh. Yeah, 3 on the break, cue ball, somewhat center table. Shot on the 2, 5 balls tied up. I think the shot here is to break out the 5 while you shoot the 2 and come out for the 4. It's just with the 6 being here, if you hit it wrong, you're gonna end up not getting shape on the 4. Get past it. Oh, just barely got there. That's what I was worried about, was coming over top of the 6. Now what? I want to just come straight across the table, but it looks like I'm going to tap the 8 maybe. It's fine. It's not like I'm going to hit it full, so just come straight across the table for the 5 up in this far corner. I could embrace it and kind of draw into it a little bit, maybe stun the cue ball into the 8, and then it goes to the rail and then use left to get it around. But I'm worried coming into it like this, like if you just overrun it, you get really close to the 5 and it makes making it really difficult. So I think I'll just take the distance. Just a hair of inside and top. And got a bit of an awkward angle on this 5. So again, when I'm shooting the 6, I'm gonna be close to the rail, which is not ideal. And there wasn't much else I could do. Could have came out just a little bit more. Whew, just about undercut it. But we got there. Alright, well, we were able to get out of one rack that laid a little bit tough. That's good. If you can get out of those racks and you can get out of the racks you're supposed to get out on, you're doing pretty good. And the score line shows it. We're up 5-2 this set. Yeah, you can tell I hit that a little bad. Cue ball hit a little bit further to the right than it was supposed to. Man, this one ball is tough, even with ball in hand. You're kind of bridging over the 4, or you're bridging over the 2. Got barely any space. All right, so we're just a little bit off angle. Whew, that was a tough opener, even with ball in hand. I think we just shoot a stop shot, leave a good angle to come out 2 rails for the 4. Just gonna play this with some inside spin. Make sure you got a little bit of angle to float over towards this rail. Did a pretty good job of that. I'm going to stun it just a little bit, get closer to the 5. Yeah, so instead of leaving myself here, I got like a diamond and a half closer. Makes it a little more easy to control the cue ball to get on the 6. This is like a stun top, a little bit of outside, come out 2 rails, and get on the 6. Just got to be careful you don't get over the top of the 7. So that's kind of why I'm stunning it. If you come out kind of like this, you get 1, 2, and it beats the 7. And if you just commit to it, then it goes 1, 2, and it comes, you end up with a further shot on the 6. You could be bridging over top the 8 or the 9. And then if you come up short, you might end up behind the 7. Alternatively, you could just draw out of this and go 1 rail over and back out, which isn't bad. Yeah, actually, might be the answer. I don't know. I think I like the stun. There's not enough angle to just shoot with the draw. I like having the right on it to help it get around the table. And it came out just a little bit more than I wanted. It hit just a little bit lower than I wanted it to. I wanted to hit a little bit further down here. Ended up hitting like here. And that's why I was tracking towards the 7 instead of in front of it. Ooh, a little fortunate on that one. So that wasn't the easiest out, but managed to get out of it. Alright, that takes it to 6-2. Gotta stay focused though, because I've lost the last 2 sets. What was it, 9-3 and 9-2? So it's definitely possible the Ghost gets all of his points before I get my last 3. If I don't stay bared down on this. That was better. And we see the better result. 2 balls kind of tied up with the 6 over the top of it. Good news is if you get on the 2, everything else lays pretty nice. So you can either take the sharp cut on the 2, get about here, which honestly, that's really not bad. You can even get here, that's pretty good. Yeah, so thinking come out, come off this rail, go towards it. We can go across the table, shoot the 5 in the side pocket. It should get us over here to the 6 afterwards. Just got to make sure we get past this 6 ball to where we can pocket the 2. About that line right there. So maybe a little more angle than I bargained for, but definitely still makeable. This shot, probably just focus on pocketing the ball. Don't need to worry so much about position. Wherever the cue ball ends up, you're going to be able to see the 5 and have a shot on it. Okay, that takes the score to 7-2. Six and eight are tied up. But you can play short side on the 6, play it over here. Just got to get a good angle on the 5. Maybe something like this. Shoot a stop shot on the 4. You get a good angle on the 5 to just follow over there. Wouldn't be bad. And actually, for the cue ball lays, might as well just play it. A little more angle than I wanted, but it's all right. Just float over for the 4 on the side. Okay. We got our stop shot on the 4 to get on the 5. I'm going to draw just a hair, like a quarter rotation. This is the shot for the rack. Actually, a little straighter than I wanted. I can still cheat the pocket, but maybe I just come off the rail and I almost touched the 8. Wow, that was really close. Just kind of tap the 8 out of the way, because I don't have as much angle as I thought I would. Yeah, I'll do that. Perfect. This shot, just got to make the 6. The 8 will stop the cue ball, and I can just hit bottom on it to kind of draw, hold for the 7. 6 goes clean, I just need to make it. Woo, just about missed it. Just come straight across, leave an angle to go up for the 9. Maybe slightly more angle than I wanted, but it's all right. And I'll just play this with a bit of inside to come off this rail to get a better angle on the 9 ball. And we're dead straight. Couldn't have played better position with ball in hand. All right, so that's going to put me up 8-2. And hopefully this will be the last rack of the set. Okay. So I play, if you scratch on the break, it's a loss. First, actually, I think that's the first scratch I've had all night. So out of 30 something some odd racks, I only scratched once. So actually not too bad. Maybe 40 something racks. Let's see, 9, that's 11 plus 12 is 23 plus another 10. Yeah, okay, 33 racks. All right, so that puts the ghost up 3 to 8. Actually, if I win this, this will be, I think, the best score I've gotten against the ghost. I think the best I've done so far is 9 to 4 under these rules and on this table. Oh man, it almost got kicked in again. Get out of the way, 9-ball. 9-ball's messing up all my plans. I guess I can play the combo. I don't like winning these games with combos on the 9, but I don't see another option that's like really good. So I'm just gonna draw back, set up, and try to make the 2-9 combo. A little more angle. Try to get on the inside of this 2 so the combo is a little more lined up. If I had left it where it was, I would have been a little more out here. I'd have had to cut the 2 more. All right. Something I do when I'm aiming these combos is I aim center ball. And I don't know. I don't really know like the science of it. Maybe Dr. Dave has done a video on it, but there seems to be a difference between hitting stun, center, like stun, bottom, and top whenever you're aiming a ball just on its own. I think the stun throws it a little bit more. So be sure whenever you're aiming a combo this close to aim with either stun. If it's a little further away, aim with a little bit of top. That seems about right there. So I'm aiming at this over here. Seems to be, gosh, it's so close. Here, so I want to aim at about that point. So about halfway between these 2 diamonds. Don't go. All right. So, all right, I guess that's a win. I'll feel better about it if I spot this 9 and take ball in hand again. I think that's fair. Oh, man. Well, I technically won. Maybe I give this to the ghost and just try another game. Oh, I just overran that just a hair. This is just a little spot shot. Dang. What do you think? You think I just take the win with the combo, or do I try to win another game where I run out the whole rack? I don't know. I think I sleep better at night if I give the ghost this game. All right, no opinions. I'm gonna give the ghost the game. Oh, 8 and 9 are tied up. Tell you, you're getting more and more problem racks. Gotta finish this one out. So how am I gonna deal with this 8-9? It wouldn't be bad actually if I came into it right. If I came into it right now, 1, 2, underneath, and then I just clip the 8, and I'll float down for the 3. And then I just gotta make a game-winning shot to get from the 3 to the 4. I think that's the shot. The thing that could go wrong is if I hit this 8 a little full, the cue ball might stay over the top of the 9, or if I hit the 9, I might end up behind the 8. But I think it's a risk I gotta take. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh man, I didn't get enough into it. I didn't dig enough to get across for the 4. Maybe I didn't get any right spin on it. If you hit a little bit of right, it comes out a little bit further. You know, I end up over here instead of on top of the 4 ball. I still got a chance at the bank. It's about my only shot. And at least I can see the 6 wherever I end up with it. Cue ball is going to run 3 cushions around. Hopefully it doesn't hit the 4 ball. Alright. So, because the 4 ball is kind of close to the rail, I'm going to aim a little bit wider. And just a little bit outside. Aim about like that. Yeah, that was, dang, that was way off. I knew I had to cut it more. I just didn't think I could be right. About right here, right? Yeah, it's just a hard shot to judge because you're so close to it. Even that was a little shallow. All right, looks like another one is gonna go to the ghost. It's a shame because I hit a good shot on that 8 ball, on the 2 to break out the 8. Didn't dig into that 3 ball, or the 2 ball enough to get over. The 3 to the 4. Didn't dig enough into the 3 ball to get to the 4. All right, the ghost is making his comeback, getting his revenge. Puts the score at 9-5. Take the combo for the win, the professionals do. How often do I go live playing the ghost? Really, I just started this a few days ago, but I want to just add it to part of my routine because I'm going to try to eventually start playing in larger tournaments. And you know, I've played in league finals and small tournament finals, and I always get nervous, and it messes with my performance. So if I'm just used to performing in front of a bit of an audience, I'm hoping it won't affect me as much. Not saying I won't get nervous, but just that it won't have as much of an impact on my game. And that wasn't my best break. So we've got 1 vote for, 1 vote against taking the combo. I'm still gonna give it to the ghost on that one. So I've got to go all the way down table. This is gonna be a little tricky. Can I draw it? It'd be nice if I could draw it. I don't like, no, because the 3 ball's on the way. So just gonna go all the way down table, kind of brush off this rail, make sure I don't get frozen on the rail. I won't stay, there we go. And this is just top, nothing special. I kind of tapped that right there, but I'm gonna give it to myself. Need it to come off the rail. Not bad. I wish if it would have came off just a little bit more, I would have had a little bit less angle. I just hit dead top. The angle's coming about like that. It might go towards the 6 a little bit more, but I think it's all right. I might hit the 6. It's gonna be close. Use a little bit of inside to kill the angle, and some top to get to the rail and back out. But yeah, how often am I gonna do this? I guess I would say, you know, at most probably 3 or 4 times a week, maybe more often. part of me wants to dig into this and draw it, but I think no matter what I do with the draw, remember, get to about there. And it's doable if I draw it nice. Just got to leave an angle on the 5 to get on the 6. So whatever I do, I'm going to have to draw it deep. Alright, just come over to the rail, take the long cut down here. Just a little angle to get off the rail. Probably more than I wanted. I would have liked to have been about right here, just barely past the 7, but it's better than bridging over the top of the 7. Overcut it. Just used to shooting that shot with bottom, but I didn't want to hit that one with bottom because it's going to be a stretch to get to the 7. 6 like right here. Something like that. Maybe stun would have been better. That's all I had to do. Yeah, and that's the stretch. That's why I put top on it, because I didn't want to deal with that. With top, you're right here, it makes it a lot easier. If you stun it, you have this really big stretch unless you get all the way over here. But then you're bringing the 9 ball into play. Make sure this rack is nice and tight. And the Ghost is making his comeback, man. Do I have updates coming for the app on the premium side? It's something I'm working on. So I've been working on this 8-ball course for way too long, but it's a very in-depth course. It goes into, man, it's probably the longest course I've written so far. And then once that's complete, I'm gonna start doing the video lessons. I think I'm gonna start with, I don't know, there's so many video lessons I wanna make, but those are gonna be specifically for the premium users. And also, there's a couple other features. I wanted to do stat tracking, so I think it's important to know how often you are making a ball on the break and whenever you're breaking from what side. And then I wanted to add some kind of feature where you could track your stats against other players and kind of give you an idea over time of like how you're playing against, I don't know, I guess different people you would know. But those are still kind of in the just idea phase. Get into this next one. All right, where's this 7 going? Where's this 7 going? But yeah, I have a couple other things written down. I can't think of them off the top of my head. Might maybe motivation for waking up early. It's 5:30 in Las Vegas right now. Yeah, man, it's about my bedtime actually. I gotta wake up at 04 to go to work. Actually, I gotta wake up at 03:30 to get to work at around 04:15 or so. I don't like the combo on this. Oh yeah, and another thing I was gonna add to the app. This is actually something I'm really excited about. Is the what is it? So I want to do like competitions every year, and so it'll be playing. So like for instance, there's a number of them. One of them will be long straight shots, but a couple others are going to be consecutive break and runs, and then like score against maybe like the Pro Ghost, and it's going to be like an all-time leaderboard. So I'm going to have annual ones, so it'll rotate from year to year. And then it's going to be also the all-time. And I guess as a premium member, there's going to be like a verification process of your thing. But if you go premium, I personally will review the submissions within X amount of time. So I don't know what that time is going to be right now, just because I don't know how many people are going to be submitting videos. But that's the plan. So what's coming? I guess it's the lessons, the video lessons in particular. So every lesson is going to have a video lesson that goes along with it. Maybe not like in the lesson, but the whole module itself. So like position play, we'll have a full-length video that's not going to be available on YouTube. All right, so I just got to make this ball. And I don't know why. I really want to hit bottom on it to hold it for the 2, or hold it for the 3. But really, even if I get over here, I can shoot this with top, go down to the bottom rail and come back, and the 4 is in front of the pocket too. So it would be, it's tempting to like dig into this just to make the shot a little bit easier. But I think the shot is really just hit with top. And actually the 7 might come out and get in front of the 4, but I can't worry about that right now. Oh man, that's an awkward angle. Oh, but yeah, and some of it's gonna be like straight pull. There'll be like the longest run. There'll be 9 ball, most consecutive racks run. The 10 ball, like the highest score on that 10 ball ghost rating drill I do pretty often. But yeah, I think it'll be fun. Add a little bit of competition. This is the ghost game, by the way. I'm just running it out to remind myself of how all I had to do was make that 2 ball. And I got a message the other day too. Somebody was asking for all of the stats to be viewable at once for all of your drills. So kind of thinking about how you could do that, but that might be a premium feature because that means I have to go into the user's history and the database, and I've got to pull every drill that they've ever done, and that is somewhat read intensive, and my database that I use, Firebase, charges me for each read that's done per document. So that's an individual document for every drill score that you submit. So that might be locked to just premium members. So I don't think ads are gonna pay for it. Okay, I'm gonna answer a couple questions Why don't you use Fargo rate? I don't use Fargo rate because I don't have a Fargo rate. I think if you look me up, Jacob Parent, I have like a 525 with 0 robustness from a tournament I played in a really long time ago, back in like 2013. And that's the only like one game that they used to get my Fargo. And what's the best way to follow me besides this channel? It's really just this YouTube channel. I have a Facebook and I have an Instagram on for this brand, but I don't really use them or update them that often. So best way to do it, just watch the YouTube. That's pretty much where I share everything. And I guess on the app, sometimes I'll add something to like the discussions area if a new update's coming out or I'm working on something. And I gotta give the ghost his score or he's gonna haunt me. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? All right, I'm gonna stop talking for a second and just focus, because I was way up on the ghost and now it's almost even. Three to the 4 is hard. Oh, I didn't do it, did I? Oh my gosh, I dug too much into it. Supposed to stun into the rail and come out to about here. Gosh, man. I lost my focus after I beat the ghost with the combo. Yeah, oh man, all right. Well, it's like I said before, the ghost has taken games like this from me before, so I guess that, what does that make it, hill? All right, that's fine. Add a little bit of pressure to it. That's fine with me. All right. Knowing me, I'll scratch on this break and just lose. I hope not. But where is the cue ball? Okay, there it is. just more reason to practice. Well, we had a good start. Just about took it down. Just kind of dropped my guard after I got the combo down. And I didn't bear down again, so that's okay. It's just a race. I'm more upset about my cup. I feel so bad. You don't need to feel bad, Adrian. Oh, what's the app name? Well, just search World of Pool and Billiards on the App Store or Google Play. And actually, I think I can. I need another window. I'll drop it in the actually have a link that takes you to whichever store you should be at. I just gotta find it real quick. Okay. So that is the link to that's a dynamic link. It'll take you to either Google Play if you're on Android. It'll take you to iOS or the Play Store, or not Play Store, the App Store if you're on an iOS device. And it'll take you to my website if you're on desktop. All right. I feel like we should do one real drill where I'm not just playing the ghost. Or I could do a short race against the ghost and 8-ball. But I've been getting wrecked by the 8-ball ghost the past couple days. But I did win 2 tournaments yesterday. I played really well. 8-ball tournaments. Nice little payday. But yeah, let's do the 8-ball ghost. I feel like Alright, so the 8-ball ghost, my rules are you break. If you scratch, you lose the game. If you don't make a ball, it doesn't matter. You take no ball in hand, you just shoot it from wherever it lies. But I am going to use a magic rack because my table needs to be refelted and I can't get a tight rack with a standard rack right now. But the good news is some Simonis 860 is headed my way and it'll be on my table hopefully sometime next week. Which, by the way, this table, it's the same table, well, the same brand of table that they are using at the Mexico Open that they've been streaming over on for the World 9-Ball Tour on the Matchroom Pool website. It's the same brand, so yeah, actually I was sponsored this table for free. They came out, they set it up for me, and all they asked me to do was tell people that this was the table that I'm using, and honestly, it plays pretty good. I don't have any complaints. My only complaint is the guy that put my felt on didn't cover the bottom of the, what do you call it, the slate. And so sometimes the balls were bouncing up against the back of the pocket and coming back and hitting the slate, and it was chipping my balls that I had just bought. But I was able to fix that myself. So let me reset this real quick. All right, and let's see. yeah, and don't feel bad about asking questions. That's kind of the whole purpose of me doing these streams, other than getting used to playing in front of people, is just so I can also interact with the people that are using the app or watching my YouTube channel. All right, we're going to be playing against the 8-ball ghost. No ball in hand. All right, how does that look? 8-ball ghost, no ball in hand. Chicken parent, race to 5. Found it, thanks. All right, awesome. Glad you found it. And yeah, another cool thing on the if you're a premium member, is actually I'll just show you how to use it right now since I've got my phone. It's got the brake speed calculator, so it's kind of similar to the Predator one. I never actually used that app, but I had a good idea of how it worked, and so I went in and I made my own version of that that I think works a little bit better. You can change the size of the table, and you can change where you're braking from. The only thing you can't change right now is which ball you're braking at. So you have to brake directly at the head ball, and that's how it's calculating the distance. And so maybe in a future update, I'll change it to where you can change also where you're racking from, and then it should be able to pretty much calculate all of it. But anyways, you just go in, you select the table size. This is a 9-foot. You change the cue ball where you're braking from. It kind of just estimates the distance, and then you hit record. It records the sounds, and then it looks for peaks and the sound waves, and it finds the most probable peaks for what the brake and what the brake was. Then you hit stop. And so you get like a little, I'm gonna adjust the camera here for a second. Yeah, so you get this little waveform. You can't see it because it's like out of focus. There we go. So you get like this little waveform that it recorded, and then you just hit analyze, and it gives you the speed is about 18 miles per hour. But yeah, it's kind of a cool little tool I made, and I'm messing up the camera setup now. Already broke my glass. Okay. All right, we're zoomed in again. And we'll get on to this rack. So we got to choose between solids and stripes. I think the stripes are better. 1-ball and 2-ball are kind of messed up by this 13. Everything else lays pretty easy. The only thing you got to worry about is this 15, but it's far enough off the rail, it's not really a problem. So I'm thinking 9 to the 11. Maybe we use, maybe we just save the 15 for last. I know it's kind of a problem. You wouldn't normally want to do that, but it sits nice for the 8-ball. Maybe 9, 11, 10, 13, 14, 12, float up, 15 up table, 8 in the corner. Just gonna come straight across. Just gonna hit this with a hair of outside so I don't clip the 6-ball. I still clipped the 6-ball, but not as bad as it could have been. And I don't know if I can hold it for this 13. I think I might have to go down and just bump the 2. Oh, I went past it. Wow. Really misjudged that one. It's fine. Just complicates the out now. So now I got to find a way to get back for the 13. If I didn't hit the 6, I probably come up a little bit further, and then getting on the, I can hold it for the 13. I think I got to use the 12 to try to get on the 13, so I'm just going to try to leave it straight with just a touch of angle, just a little bit to get it about, so I can hit this rail, come up, come off this rail, and out for the 13. That's a little much, but I can make it work. Actually, this might not be too bad if I just go up and hit the 1 ball. Just got to make sure you hit it full. Or you just totally miss it. That's cool too. Misjudging a lot of these shots. Okay. I was going to cut this all the way up table, but now I'm like way off. I guess I can try to make it in the side. It still gives me a chance to get on the 13 because the angle I got. I could also go crazy and cut it all the way up table. It's doable. I think the cross bank is off because he's going to hit the cue ball. So I think I'm going to go for the all the way up in the corner. Oof. Not that corner. That was not what I was going for. Yeah, I kind of misjudged from the start how close the 2 balls that were blocking this 13 over here were. Needed to be a little more careful with that. Yeah, thanks, Adrian. All right, so 8-ball ghost is going to go up 1-0. Another exciting thing is I get my, I have the Kamui Sai coming. It's actually in my P.O. box right now. So I'm going to go pick it up tomorrow, maybe get it put on tomorrow as well. And I won't have to use this jump break cue anymore that has a very hard tip on it, which makes it hard to control the cue ball. Yeah, the tip on my BK3 popped off maybe a month ago, and I just never got around to ordering a new tip for it. Looks like stripes are the answer again, but we got a problem with this 11. 15's a little covered up. Yeah. Maybe solids are the better answer. If you can just deal with the 3 ball. Might be able to go at it right now. I got the 2 here, kind of an insurance. If I run into the 15, but I'll have a shot. I think I like that. Just gonna spin this with some inside. It's a missable shot with all this spin I'm using, but. All right, not bad. It is definitely a stretch. Cue ball went a little further than I wanted it to. Thought I could stop it in time for the 4. I can shoot the 6-2 combo. Then I got the 1 ball after that. Just got to be careful the 6 doesn't get behind the 9. I think it'll be all right. I guess I'll just go into this 6 ball with a little outside spin. Create a little separation between the cue ball and the 6. I think I just come out for the 7 in the corner. Need it to stop. Not sure if it did. Should be all right. Just a stop shot. Shooting from here on the 4. It's close with the 11, but I think it's good to go. Just got a little bit of the wrong angle, but I can force it to stop the hair left. I thought I could. It didn't grip the ball like I thought it would. Then we had the 4, which I missed. Anyways, you get the idea. And you're on the 8, just gotta shoot it. I just miss everything. All right. Yeah, I think I underestimated how difficult this drill is. I thought it would be easier than this. But yeah, I keep losing to the 8-ball ghosts with these rolls where you don't take ball in hand. But eventually, I imagine with enough practice, I'll get to where I can beat it. So. I didn't upgrade the ghost score yet, but it's 2-0. I'll do that when I grab my cue. Got a shot on the 4. The solids lay pretty well. Should be able to get out this rack. 8 ball's a little tricky. Actually, now that I look at it, I should have thought about that, but just got to play good position, get over here. It's like, what's the best way to do that? It might have been this 5 that I just I just shot, or that I was planning to shoot, I should say. Alternatively, I could go into it right now and just bump the 8. Then I risk not having a shot after this. Or I just play for the bank. I don't like the bank though. I think I just go with this. If I hit it thin, the 8 ball comes out here. Hopefully gets past the 14. And I'll have a shot on either the 5 or the 2 or the 1. I just missed it. All right, well, I put the 5 in a better spot at least, so it's a little bit easier to get positioned down here now. So that's not too bad. Man, this is tough. I really want to use the 5, but I think I have to shoot it next. Okay. Oh, did I get on the 2? Might work. Just a little too far. Just kind of hoping I get straight in on this 2. And I got a little bit of an angle on the 5 to go into the rail and out. I could still force it. Just kind of stun this with a little bit of inside spin. So I hit this rail, and then maybe the spin brings it back up a little bit. That's really a touchy shot, but I think it's my best chance of getting out. Ooh, just about scratched. And I kind of have an angle. It's tough. So I'm gonna go, if I just hit top, I'm gonna run into the 11. So I guess gotta just use a hair of right spin. Just enough to get past it. Alright. I gotta actually spin this in with right. This 9 ball is a little bit in the way of the straight end shot. At least it looks like it is. it just gets a little bit lower. I'm on the 8 and I get out. It's frustrating. I think the shot was something like this. Yeah, it was really tight, but I'd almost got it. It was a decent out, just needed a little more angle or a little more right spin, or just, even if I just hit it a little harder, I was going the right way. Like I'd said before, this is a kind of tough. That puts the ghost at 3-0. I didn't update his score earlier, so. Should have been my rack, I feel like it. A couple of these racks should have been mine, actually. Just small little mistakes. Stripes are solids. I think solids is decent. 5-ball can be somewhat difficult to get on. I don't want to shoot it right now. Shoot the 2. Oh my gosh. I'm off again. Fucking missing shots. Missing position. Wasn't a hard shot either. That's all I had to do. All right. Yeah, I think if you take ball in hand on this drill, it makes it a lot easier, but no ball in hand, you gotta find a way to deal with the problem balls that are in. There's usually 1 or 2 every rack. I think that's like the main thing that I'm struggling with on this one. Of course, sometimes I just miss simple balls like the 2-ball. Shots, I should be 90-something% to make, and oh well. All right, score is 4-0. Never give up. At least get 1 rack, right? Not a big fan of the stripes because the 10, 12. Not a big fan of solids because the 7-3. So, and the 2-ball specifically. Just lays in a funny spot. But actually, if you shoot the 4, the 7 opens up. No longer a problem. And then maybe use the 6 to get on the 3, use the 3 to get on the 2 or the 7, depending on the angle. And you just got to come down table for the 1 and 5. So with stripes, you shoot the 14 and then, I don't know, I guess the 11, the pocket for the 11 is really small because of the 6. But you could shoot the 9 and get on this 12 ball on the side. Same, probably the 10 ball on the side. Yeah. It's kind of even. I think this is just preference. Which one's better for me? Do I leave the 14? Because once you get rid of the 9 and the 12 or the 10, you can shoot either the 10 or the 12 on the side after you shoot the 14. And then you can get better position on the 11. It also offers shape on the 8. So I think I leave the 14, come over here, take the easy 13 to get shape on hopefully the 9. Drew it a little too much. A lot too much, I should say. But so we got right in the middle of it. Got good shape on the 11. Get on the 10 after this. Pocket was really small because of the 6. If the 12 goes past the 9, it'd be nice, but it does not. So I think we use the 9 ball to get on the 12, or to get on the 8. You can use the 12 ball too. They're both fine, actually. Oh no. Huh. I was thinking 12 ball. You see, I put so much body movement in there. I was doing all this. I was thinking the cue ball would go straight down to here, and then the right would take it behind the 8. But instead, I drew it a little, not enough, and it went into the angle, into the rail like this. And so instead of going behind the 8, now we're in front of it. So now I got to figure out where I'm going to shoot the 8 ball at, because the 6 is in the way. This bank isn't bad. 6 ball isn't in the way for that. This bank isn't bad either. Shoot it like this, but it's a little harder to judge. I think I like shooting like this. Call it here. Oh, I hit it too soft. chance of that. That's about right there. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough shot. Really, I made the mistake getting on the, just getting position on the 8. It was all kind of tight, all the position was, so. All right. All right, good job, Ghost. You got me this time. I'm gonna just shoot a couple balls and then I'll go ahead and stop practicing. I'm gripping my cue a little tight. What's that shot I missed earlier? I think the 4 was like here. The 3 ball was here. I had broken up the 8 and 9. And all I had to do was draw back with bottom right. And then come straight across the table for shape on this 5 ball. I just didn't dig into it enough. Like that, that's what I wanted to do. I gotta stop moving my body with these shots. Yeah, it seems like when I'm trying to get a lot of like really dig into the cue ball with the bottom right or something, I keep moving instead of just staying still like that. Let's shoot this. Oh, it's decent. All right. That's it. Calling it. I got to go to sleep. Thank you guys for hanging out, talking to me. Yeah, if you have any suggestions for next time, just leave it in the comments or leave it in the chat. I look at all the chat and all the comments. So, and if there's anything you want for the app, just message me, email me, whatever works. And I'm going to go to sleep. I got to wake